so grateful for your patience, all the ways you carry me. You have always left a light on, so I can see you wait for me.
I'm invited to the table. You are saving me a seat. In your house I know I'm worthy, 'cause you died for me. You set me free.
No matter where I run, grace will follow. The Father's love is all I know. I never need to doubt that you want me. You are standing here saying welcome home. Welcome home. No matter where I run, grace will follow. The Father's love is all I know. I never need to doubt that you want me. You are standing here saying welcome home.
I'm so thankful for your kindness. Your forgiveness when I'm weak. With open arms I am accepted. 'Cause you run to me, you cover me. I forever run toward the one who calls me home. Everything I'm longing for is in you, you alone.
No matter where I run, grace will follow. The Father's love is all I know. I never need to doubt that you want me. You are standing here saying welcome home. toward the one who calls me home. Everything I'm longing for is in you, you alone. No matter where I run, grace will follow. The Father's love is all I know. I never need to doubt that you want me. You are standing here saying welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. You are standing here saying welcome home.
It's fun. You can do it. It's fun. And you just, yep, and then you just lift, and then you're good. Go. Yep, and then you hold it.
For how
And then
long?
you're good. Well, we should probably do it to the end of House Party Live.
All right, let's get started right away.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Who have we got on tonight?
So tonight we have Hannah and Crystal joining
Hey,
us.
Crystal, why did you join us?
No, I can't.
That is heavy.
That is very heavy.
Wow.
We're getting isolation creative workout
Yeah.
going,
Fair
which
enough.
is great.
Fair
ISO
enough.
fit. It's the new thing.
ISO fit.
Is it like miso fit? ISO fit?
It's pretty similar, but
What is miso fit? What?
I don't know.
No, as in like, I don't know. Like
Oh.
talking about yourself, like ISO fit.
Oh,
right.
Wow.
Well, isolation is melting my brain.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I'm
That's all
gone.
right. Well, it's good to have you guys. Great to have you guys. Great to be back for the term
Yes.
as well. Welcome straight back to House Party for term 3, would you believe it or
Yeah.
not? This year is zooming
Good.
by.
It's crazy fast.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
that.
Thanks. I'm
Love
glad you
that.
picked up on that.
Bad segue.
Bad.
Bad.
I can, no.
It's a good. Yeah, we want to say thanks and hi to our Year 6s that
Hello,
are joining
Year
us.
Sixes.
First time.
Yes.
Yes.
Sick.
Sixes.
Awesome to have you guys around.
Absolutely.
It's good. So, like, things are a bit weird this term, aren't they?
They are.
Strange things going on.
Always on our toes this year.
Yeah.
On our toes.
Yeah. So, like, if you're in a life group, you've probably already been contacted by your leaders,
Yeah.
and we're actually encouraging you guys to watch House Party Live-ish in your life groups, however you do that, whether it's Zoom, Discord, anything else.
Google Meet, Skype,
Yeah.
anything.
Any of the aforementioned programs. Is Skype still a thing?
I don't know. It's just in my head. FaceTime?
Tell us, just like, tell us if Skype is
More
still a
Skype.
thing.
Let us know if Skype exists still. I don't know.
That's right.
Maybe you
Well,
just like, I don't know, like drawing photos of yourself and like then
email.
emailing them and then they draw a photo of themselves, email back.
This is right back to the dark ages. That's
Anyway,
good.
whether or not though, we want you to interact with a team, a youth, and if you don't have a group and you're just sitting sort of on your bed watching this, just with your family or just by yourself, contact us on Instagram or Facebook and we will sort you out with a group and a Zoom, Skype, a Discord group to get you involved and get you connected to what's going on at the moment.
There's also a link down below in the description that you can fill in a little form there and we'll throw you in a group as fast as we can.
Absolutely. It'll be great to connect and
Yeah.
get to know everybody. So
Yeah, it'll be good. Good. Be very good.
All right, what's up first?
Well. Do you guys like pasta?
I love a particular set type of pasta. How do you spell it?
Linguine, spaghetti, macaroni.
St. John?
Fettuccine.
That's fair enough. That adds, sort of.
But also like fettuccine carbonara.
Nice.
Or gnocchi.
Brilliant call.
Gnocchi is good. Would you like pasta with a pasta?
Definitely. Favorite kind
Spaghetti
of
with
date night.
Singe. Rigatoni with Rick. What starts with M? I don't know, for Marcy.
I don't know.
Is it minestrone?
Minestrone with
Soup.
Marcy?
Soup. That's
Oh,
distinctly a soup.
almost.
Turn
almost.
four. Turn 4 with
Turn
the
four.
soups with, I don't know, soups with Marcy.
The soups
Who
with
knows?
Marcy.
Who knows?
Anyway, we're going to throw to pasta with a pasta right now.
Enjoy.
What?
Hi Sal,
Morgan!
how are you?
I'm awesome. What are you doing here?
Just, I don't know, Mark sent me to find out how to cook some pasta.
Are you that bad?
I am.
Okay.
Just look back at episode
Just
1.
in time. Look at this.
Great, I'm excited.
I'm excited
I'm
too.
excited.
So I can just stand here and you can do all the work?
Please tell me where, when,
Okay.
why.
You need this and you need to mush that up. Break it up. So it's you're frying it all
Oh
nice.
yeah. So you're a pastor at Gateway.
I am.
What are
Yep.
you the pastor of? What is your role?
My role, I'm the pastor of pastoral care.
Right.
which is a bit of a mouthful.
It is.
So I look after people and make sure that people are being looked after.
Great.
And did I tell you, I've got visitors coming for tea tonight,
Oh yeah?
so they'll be able to eat this.
Great. Do I get to eat some?
Maybe a smidge.
A little bit?
Smidge. Yep.
Incredible. Tell me a bit about yourself.
What would you like to know? I'm married to Mark.
Lucky?
He's lucky.
Oh, he
He's
sure
the
is.
lucky one.
Yep.
So we've been married 43 years.
Wow, that's a long time. That is 2 and a bit me's. So, how long have you been around Gateway?
We've been around, we came about 6 months after it started, so we've been around, how long, Singe? How long's Gateway been going?
All of the time.
34 years. And you know, it's funny, people ask us, when they come to Gateway, they ask us how long have we been here? And they go, what? Why have you been here this long?
Why have you been here this
Because
long?
I love Gateway.
It's good. Yeah.
And
good
God
answer.
hasn't told me to go somewhere else, so. But Singe has been here forever too.
Singe
He
has
came
been around
when he was
Earth
just a
forever.
wee lad.
Over 20. I've been
Just a wee. I knew Singe when he was just a little person.
Can we get a photo of Singe here?
He was very cute. That would be good.
In 10 words or less, what's your
10 words or less.
favourite season? Made that up on the spot.
I can tell you it probably in one word.
Oh, yeah.
Autumn. I reckon you could probably add the garlic. Do you know which one the garlic is?
Garlic.
No. Got some herbs, some basil, which Mark was going to pick for me, but he didn't. Will we message him? I'll message him. You can chuck in the
The
celery.
celery. This
Notice
is
I pointed that out to you.
celery in here. Are you
This
putting
is it.
chili oil in
Yeah,
the pasta?
I am.
Right, okay.
So it doesn't all glow together.
I heard salt does that. Just a sprinkle, make it taste like the ocean.
Yeah.
Is that Mark? Mark! Welcome.
Seriously.
We have Mark from last time.
You even got changed.
Still don't know. Please. I mean, yeah, if you got some basil. Gonna go
to our garden.
Bear Grylls out the back.
You know, last time he did this, he brought back mint. Do you want to have a little taste? See
I
how it's going?
do, I really do. Let's hope it's not hot. It's not, it's real good.
He looks really surprised.
I am. I'm really
Now
surprised.
don't put the spoon back in there.
Be COVID safe.
Yes, be COVID safe.
It's like I've gone to Italy or something.
And it hasn't even got the basil in it yet.
Wee wee.
No, bonjour. It does need some salt.
Does it? Mm-hmm. And needs some salt. Mark, welcome back. What do we have? Is that mint?
That's all.
No. No, thank you so much. What are you doing?
Don't burn yourself though.
I thought you could.
I also do like to put a bit of chilli in there.
I do like some chili.
Do you?
It's real good. Gonna have to
Thank
steal
you
this
to
one.
you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming and helping.
Thank you. No, it's been good. It's been good. Now I can take this one home to Mum and Dad. It's been good.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Guys,
you.
it's been pasta with the pasta.
I feel misled
Why?
because there was no actual cooking of the pastas.
That's true. It was pasta sauce with a pasta.
Yeah, which isn't
Sauce.
pasta with pasta. It's pasta sauce with pasta, which I feel like it's its own separate category of
Yeah,
idiots.
that's true.
Yeah.
we see?
Am I the lunatic here?
Maybe it's like season 2.
I feel like
Season two.
season 2 pasta sauces with pastas.
to be continued episode.
Sort of.
It's like an origin story for pasta with
It's a
pasta.
prequel.
We could get like up and coming people through Gateway and call it sort of pastas with pasta sauces. Maybe I need to leave. Maybe I'm trying. I'm really trying.
I'm actually really struggling to like keep track of that in my head. What was it?
Sort of pastas with pasta sauces. No, maybe.
Okay.
That's all right.
I
Well,
guess.
Sounds
it's
like a
okay.
catchy
You're allowed to
hashtag.
say no.
I'm just trying to work out how it would work.
That's all right. I mean, who
All right.
knows? Who knows?
Who knows?
It was in my head. I just... no, it's all good.
We should do another thing.
Okay.
What's
Things
the
are
thing we
good.
should do? You guys are smart. You have plans.
You've got food. I didn't
don't-
see this.
Let's
getting
not
hungry.
pretend like we know anything.
We're the real bosses.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
Tell us what we're doing. What are we doing?
What? Michael Scott's.
What's going on?
Well, like,
Movers and shakers. What's
okay.
happening?
Okay. Have you guys heard of like the Oreo challenge?
Yeah.
That's where you got to like lick the Oreo in the front of somebody's face.
You can play that game.
No?
We'll play another
Is that the one where you walk up to your crush and go, if I twist this and I get the cream side, you have to marry me? Is that the
Is that
challenge?
the Oreo game?
Is that the Oreo challenge?
That's not the one I'm.
Well, that's the
But-
end of
Is it the one where you don't give the Oreo to the dog because the dogs can't have chocolate?
Yeah, like Mum says chocolate isn't good for
Yeah.
Yeah.
dogs, but you can have the rest
So
of
the
the
kid's just like, yeah, that one. That.
It's true, or yeah. Anyway, we're digressing. So, what I thought we would do
Really?
is we would play a little bit of a game
Okay.
called the Food Face Challenge. This is like our take on the Oreo challenge.
Yep.
So the idea is each of us will get one of these items. Thanks,
Yep.
Crystal. And we'll pop one said item on our face, and we'll have to use only our face muscles to move it. Like, so we'll start on our forehead, move it to our mouth, and eat it.
Right.
Yeah. So
Cool.
we've got M&M's, little Mars bar cookies, Oreos, or
Yum.
donuts.
Donuts.
So the real question is like, who wants what?
That is true.
Because there's like,
You can't just choose,
I
otherwise.
suppose, giant, small. I don't know what's going to be better. Exactly. So we thought we'd rock off.
that.
So you two rock.
I have a four-sided die.
Oh,
We could do that.
look at that.
I don't know what each side means though.
I got numbers on them.
Well, we're gonna
Okay.
sign.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Brilliant.
Tim, you roll.
Okay.
first.
3.
You got the Oreos.
Hey!
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
1. M&M's.
Can you roll for us?
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Okay. Okay.
3, that was the Oreos.
Oh yeah.
Can we butter?
Oh!
That's
What are you doing? It doesn't count if it's on the floor. It says on it. It's got
I
numbers.
got
It's at the top.
1.
That's the
You
M&Ms.
can if
Oh
you
no. 3, 2.
So,
Okay, there we go.
leaving the
Hey!
donut.
Roll for it though.
I'm gonna sit there and roll a dice 1,000 times.
Oh, but which donut do I want?
Alrighty, so as the first to finish their packet.
Oh. Maybe
Challenge
Like,
just got
we'll
much
just
more
do-
extreme.
We'll just do like 4 of each.
4 of each.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Can't make Crystal eat 4 donuts. That's like rude. I feel
it.
like 1 of each.
In my head, from my childhood, I remember these being much bigger. And I don't know if it's just that I was smaller.
Yeah, maybe.
They were legitimately bigger.
I think they were bigger.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah.
alright,
Alright,
so, I mean, we're not going to really be able to see each other. So maybe, like,
Back to you.
whoever wins, like, you just say, like, well, I mean, you guys will be able to tell who wins. So, but.
Is it a
yell
race?
out.
Is that the game?
Yeah, let's do that.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! 5 second
Cheeky
time
McCheeky
penalty.
face over there.
Alright, well,
Post
maybe
in the
let's-
comments how
let's
rude that was.
Leave
Oh.
one on our forehead.
Okay.
Oh gosh, it's so big. And then,
so small.
do we want to count us in, like 3, 2, 1?
Sure.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
No! Hang on.
Oh, my game off.
This is so much fun.
Oh, I think you're in again. Oh,
Oh no! Does using your neck count?
Ah,
get it. Oh god, I can't eat it.
oh, I got crumbs in my eye.
Oh no!
There's crumbs in my eyes. Where'd it go?
This is chaos.
Surely you win that.
No, come back to me.
No, I gotta eat it.
Yeah,
That's why I
it
might finish it first.
Ah!
No. Oh dear.
Nope, that one's on the floor. Floor Oreo.
Maybe I'll take over host duties while you guys are still going.
Yeah.
This is all going horribly wrong.
Sing a song for us.
Okay, I don't think I need to. Oh.
Well, Crystal's just making a mess of the carpet over here.
I've dropped. I don't know how many.
Tim is through. Ooh. Yes,
I
Tim.
almost got it.
Oh, these are too roly poly.
Oh, Tim. Yep. Tim's always got it. Good. I feel like Joey needs to maybe opt for
Whoa!
like a flatter face.
Yeah, that's true.
Very good. Tim, now you get to watch them just keep trying with me.
Are we just going? Just going until. Oh.
close.
Does it count if I lick it?
No, yeah. Go get it in the mouth.
Keep your face flat. Keep your face flat.
Joey, I feel like you got like the most impossible job ever.
Right now. I hope somebody's taking screenshots
Hang on.
right now. Where's your face?
This might be the best we've ever looked.
Oh, that's close. Well done.
I don't know how to go about this.
Honourable mentions to Joey and Crystal.
Can't eat it now.
But I think Tim and I were the only ones that succeeded.
You did.
Oh,
That's
Got all over my face.
I kind of actually want to try with the donut now. That looks like amazingly fun and difficult.
Should we do maybe like bonus footage? Like,
Yeah.
stay tuned throughout the week and you
Yeah.
might see Tim do it with the donut.
Alrighty.
Oh.
M&M's, harder than I thought. I thought it'd be easy because they were small, but
No, because they're getting the crease in there doesn't
not
run.
the case, unfortunately.
I'm surprised by the amount of crumbs I got in my eyes.
Yeah, I know.
Real bad time.
How can we get everybody at home involved in what we're doing here? Is there a good way we can try to get people going and eating random foods at home in their pantry as well?
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
Because at the top of the show, we mentioned how like everyone was going to be doing this in their like online life groups.
We did.
Right.
Yeah.
Like everyone's going to be there hanging out and look on video chat, having a good time. So what we're actually going to do now is we're going to give you guys a period of time where you guys can do this at home. So you got to like head over to your pantry, grab the nearest biscuits variety. Circular object is essentially what we're going for
Pineapple
here.
slices.
Pineapple slices, Oreos.
I would not recommend chili.
Yeah, that would be a bad day. Don't do that.
Yeah.
But do the face challenge in your groups.
Yep.
Take a bunch of snapshots and pictures, post them up on Insta.
Okay.
The best one of those, like the weirdest, oddest, funniest, greatest picture that we can see.
Other
Yeah.
than Crystal.
Yeah. Other than Crystal screenshot. We're gonna send Macca's to your place.
Macca's.
Macca's.
Good news.
Yeah. So give it a good shot. Find something creative to do it with, and yeah,
It's good.
the winner gets Macca's. It's
Well,
gonna be good.
I know we've been missing the Macca's runs after youth, so now Macca's is going to run to your house,
Yeah.
which is fantastic.
Roll over it.
It's exciting. I'm nailing it.
You're doing well. You're doing well. You're very impressive.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But yeah, so post it up onto the Insta group, Insta group, Insta
Oh my
page.
gosh.
Insta Fastagram.
You created a new social media platform.
I feel like it's highly derivative. Like, it's just not okay. But post it up onto the Insta with the hashtag GWYouthAtHome.
That's the one.
And we will grab that and send prizes to people who have done things.
So go find your food, get ready, and go. We'll be back up.
Yeah. are some cool photos.
There were some cool photos.
Very cool photos.
I hope whoever gets the Maccas enjoys the Maccas. Who
Yes.
doesn't enjoy free Maccas?
From their face.
From their face.
You have to eat it on your face.
The challenge is if you win the challenge, you have to do it with a cheeseburger.
Oh, wouldn't that be an epic?
It'd be so difficult. Pickle in the eye.
Pickle and all. There we go. Well, now we're heading into our message section for the night, and we did explain earlier that we were in sort of Zoom, Discord, our video groups where we're all talking to each other. And in this message that'll be presented and shown to you guys, feel free to take some notes or pause it when you want to ask some questions or have a quick discussion. But if you just want to watch it in flow, there will be discussion questions at the end of it for a certain amount of time where you can sit with your life group and really talk out and iron out what the message was about, how you felt, what was speaking to you, what your spirit sort of did throughout it, anything that happened.
Yeah, cool.
Sounds good.
So, without further ado, we're going to introduce our speaker, who is our amazingly talented youth pastor, Singe.
Hello, Gateway Youth. Here we are again in lockdown. What a nightmare, right? I know that for a lot of us, maybe even all of us, this is very disappointing. And I know for me, it is super disappointing. I was speaking with the youth team via a video last week in preparation for this term. And I was sharing with them how, you know, to be honest, I'm feeling a bit tired coming back into lockdown. I'm a little bit tired of all the things that are going on, and I wish that life could just go back to normal. And you know, I think we saw this the first lockdown kind of came along, and you know, it was interesting to see what happened, but to feel like we were making progress and to go back is a little bit difficult, maybe a little bit too much to swallow. Maybe even for you, it's going back to remote learning, which is the worst part. And tonight, I want to let you know that it is okay to feel like that. It is okay to tell God that you're feeling frustrated or that you're feeling let down, that we're back in lockdown. I have been telling him that that is how I am feeling, but it is very important that we don't just end there. And that is what I would like to speak to you about tonight. My name is Singe. If you've just jumped on for the first time for some reason, I'm the youth pastor here at Gateway Youth, and we are so excited that you are here because we believe that even as the world is being locked down again, as our worlds are being shrunken again, we believe that God is at work in our lives and that he wants to be at work in your life as well. And that is incredibly good news. So, as we circle back to lockdown, I kind of just want to circle back to the message that I shared with you at the start of the last lockdown. And, you know, what we spoke about is, where is God's plan in all of this chaos? Where does that fit in? You know, I think we all have plans that have been derailed by this, whether you realize it or not. You were probably planning on going back to school. Maybe you were even looking forward to it. Maybe you were thinking back to remote learning and going, thank goodness we're not going back to that. And yet you find yourself going back to that. It can be hard to see where God's plan is in that when you find it really tough. You know, maybe your home life is not that great, and being in lockdown makes that even worse. It can be hard to see where God's plan might be in that situation. Maybe you're an extrovert and not being able to see your mates in real life is really difficult. Where is God's plan in that? Maybe you're an introvert and you're stuck at home with people all the time and you never get any time to yourself. That is so frustrating. I find that frustrating. So where is God's plan in all of that? You know, where is God's plan when he tells us to go forth and tell people about him and we can't even talk to our friends properly? Where is God's plan when he says, go and live your life a little bit differently? Go and walk alongside your friends and just do it a little bit differently and point them towards me, but you can't actually go out and hang with your friends. Where is God's plan in that? So let's talk about plans. You know, I heard somebody say this week a really interesting phrase, and I think I've mentioned this before in one of my messages, but I heard them say, "You do you." Now, there's nothing wrong with this phrase, and you know, particularly when it's used as a joke. I think particularly in Australia, we tend to use it sarcastically when we think someone's doing something a little bit dumb, and we go, "Oh well, you do you." But I think it's an interesting phrase, and I think that there is some empowerment in the phrase "you do you." I think there's a kernel of truth in the phrase "you do you," because I believe God made you to be exactly who you are. I believe that He put the passions in you. I believe He put your strengths in you. And even though they hurt, I believe that He knew the weaknesses that you were going to face as well. And I believe that God wants you to be who He designed you to be. So I think there's some truth in the phrase, "you do you." But I don't think that it's the whole truth. And I don't think that it's the main truth we remember. Because I think there are some chains that come with "you do you." I think there are some things that hold us back with "you do you." Have you ever felt like you're not good enough? Have you ever been in one of those moments where you're just fully aware of one of your weaknesses? Perhaps you let somebody down. Perhaps you responded in a way you didn't want to. Perhaps that's been in response to lockdown. Have you ever wished you could be that more positive person? Have you ever wished you could be that person who would find joy in difficult times? Have you ever wished you could have a little bit more in the tank and a little bit more push through so that even when your world gets locked down, you don't feel like you're at the end of your rope, but you feel like there is something else to give? And this is where "you do you" falls apart. Because we don't have it all together. We don't have enough answers to make it through life easily. I don't think we have enough brain power. We don't have enough emotional reserves to be able to make up for all of our weaknesses, to be who we really wish we could be. I think that "you do you" in our dark moments falls apart, and we feel some of the failures in that phrase. So I'm proposing a change in that phrase. I'm proposing a change that encompasses "you do you," but will never fail and takes into account all of your weaknesses and takes you further and promises that even in lockdown, there is joy, and there is a plan, and there is good things that you can achieve. And here is that phrase. Stop doing "you do you" and start doing "you do God." Start doing "you do God." Now I want to be very clear. I'm not saying that you are God. I don't want to get into any new age kind of stuff, and I know that this phrase is a little bit vague. I'm not talking about that. But here's what I am talking about. You know, God does say "you do you." God does say, "I made you a certain way. I gave you certain strengths, and you know what? I allowed you to have certain weaknesses. But they were so that you could make God's plan great. They were so that you could make God's name great. You aren't you to make you awesome. You are you so that you can be used by God no matter what is going on in your life. And you do that by giving up yourself. You do that by giving up your strengths and your weaknesses completely to God and say, I'm going to stop doing me and I'm going to start doing you. What do you have for me in this time? What are your plans? When I can't see where I'm supposed to be going, God, you tell me where I'm supposed to be going. In Ephesians, it says this, be careful then how you live, not as unwise but wise, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. And that is now, if you ask me. Therefore, do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. Be filled with the Spirit, talking to one another with psalms and hymns and songs from the Spirit. Sing and make music from your heart to the Lord, always giving thanks to God the Father for everything in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is. Too often when we are knocked down in times like now, we try and figure out how to get ourselves out of that hole. But God says, look to me to figure out how to get out of that hole. Look to me to see what good there is in this situation. When your plans have fallen apart, look to me and I will tell you what your next step should be. Gateway Youth, be more like God. Look for His plans in your life. Look for moments of kindness with your friends, and not just opportunities, but create opportunities. Look for moments to help people around you. Be active. Look for ways to hear from God more. Look for ways that you can make a difference in your community, for a way that you can make a difference in your Zoom groups. Do things that are good for your soul, like coming along to youth and reading your Bible and spending time with God. And you know what? If you're hearing this message and you're not really on board with the whole God thing, and I get that, we are stoked that you were here, and you don't have to be on board with the God thing. You don't have had to have been a Christian your entire life or even have been to church ever to get something out of this. But I believe that this is for you as well, because we all know that we have our weaknesses. And I would challenge you that if you're not sure about the God thing, why don't you give it a try? Why don't you say, God, if you are there, what are your plans for me? Can you help me find some joy? Can you help me find some purpose in this time where I'm not feeling it? And I believe that a small moment by a small moment, you can start to unlock all that God has for you. So in a moment, I'm going to pray for you, and then we're going to go to some discussion times in your small groups. You know all about that already, but I've got a couple of questions for you to discuss in that time. The first one is this. It's really simple. What are some plans that have been derailed for you by this lockdown? You know, obviously school plans have been derailed, but you know, what else has been derailed for you? And secondly, how do you think we understand what God's plan is in all of this? The verse that I read out to you tonight says, but understand what the Lord's will is. How do you think that we do that? And thirdly, how can you do God in this time? And I'd encourage you to be practical and set some goals. And next Friday when you get together in your life groups, you can talk about those goals and see how you went. And when I say be practical, set some goals for things that you can actually do. A friend that you actually want to speak to, someone you can name who you'd like to encourage this week, a habit that you'd like to reintroduce in your life so that you can hear what God's will for your life might be. You see, Gateway Youth, this is more than just us. This is about us finding our place in God's plan, because we believe that He has saved us, not just so that we can skate through life, but that He's saved us for something, that He's saved us for a mission, that He's saved us for a purpose that is so much greater than what we could do by ourselves. And the greatest thrill in life, I believe, is to take our place in that plan. Let me pray for you. Hey God, I just want to thank you so much for each and every person who is watching tonight. God, I just pray a blessing over them, Lord, and I pray that you would reveal a plan for them in this time. God, reveal to them a way in which you fulfill their weaknesses and make them come around to strengths, God. Give them some goals to go forward to in this week. And God, I am praying that a week from now, when these life groups get back together and discuss their goals and discuss again what we spoke about tonight, I'm praying that there will be youth all over this youth group, all over this city, all over the Mornington Peninsula, who will be able to come back with stories about what you did in their lives and how they were able to take their place in your plan to make your name great. God, we love you. Help us to be more like you. In your name, amen.
me, so
I don't wanna
they're
be.
going to be helping me do some shout outs for you. So,
Yeah.
you guys,
Can't wait.
You guys know how this works, right?
I do.
Yeah, we yell at things.
Yeah, good.
Yell.
All
Yell
right.
at people.
Well, the first shout out is for
Tegan Green!
It's from Bridget and it says, thank you for being so welcoming. You have such a kind soul and I'm so grateful that I met you. You're always so encouraging and I can't wait to see you after ISO.
Nice.
Tegan.
All right, second encouragement shout out is for
Caitlin Hughes!
This is from your leader, Carly, and it says, I just want to encourage Caitlin for constantly being a part of Youth every Friday and for doing your first Devo a few weeks ago on our Zoom call. You absolutely smashed it and I can't wait to see the amazing ways that God is going to use you. That is so awesome. Good job, Caitlin.
Very cool.
All right, our third shout out is for
All the Year Sixers!
So good to have you guys here with us tonight. This shout out is from Morgan and it says, welcome! Please
Welcome.
say real loud is what he said in brackets.
Welcome!
So awesome to have you here for the first Youth of Term 3. Hope you legends are enjoying it. So good to see you guys jumping right into Youth the second you can.
Yeah.
So good. All right, we've got 2 more to go. Second last one is for
Bronte Martine!
And it says, it is from Alice, and it says, I love the way you are so consistent at Youth and the way you always get involved. Your enthusiasm is so awesome. I love how you always have such a positive attitude and the way you care about other people. So good. All right, last one for tonight is for
Carly Morgan!
And it is from Jazz, and it says, for always making you so much fun and being such an inspiration. That is so awesome.
Fantastic.
So good. All right, well, normally I send the guests back to you guys. But you guys are here, so
We'll do a thing. We'll awkwardly leave. Well.
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 Well, we've hit that time of the night.
We have.
We have.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
We have.
Should not be there. This is the part where you've got to be gone. Bye. Bye.
Welcome to What's Up, Joey. My name is Joey Watts, telling you what is up.
Joey, what's up this Sunday?
This Sunday is Church at Home. Our magnificent church team has continued to produce videos and it'll be happening on 10 o'clock on our YouTube and Facebook channels. We would love to see you there.
And Joey, what's up during the week?
During the week, we have lots of stuff like our meme review. And did anyone catch that last week? I think it was live. And those Banawan brothers, my goodness, what a riot. What a riot, but a riot of fun.
And Joey, what's up next week?
Next week, we have our live group. Sorry, we have some breaking news. Tonight at Gateway Youth is having its online invite night. Next week, we are having an online invite night for Gateway, and we are doing trivia with everybody. We get to have a trivia night and test our skills, test our knowledge. So keep a lookout on our socials to let you know how to enter and join in, because we would love to see you there, friends and family. My name is Joey Watts from What's Up, Joey. Thank you for joining me. Stay classy, folks.
All right.
There we go. We're closing. We're closing.
Closing out the night?
Coming down to the end of the night.
Good.
For us.
Not
at
good?
least.
Bad? Indifferent?
Good.
Things that happen? All good things must come to an end.
That is true.
That's what's happening right now. You guys have a good time?
Yeah, heaps.
Enjoyed?
I got to eat the donuts, so.
That's true.
Yes, donut face challenge.
Yeah,
That's
lots of
nice.
face food.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. So we enjoyed having you guys
Absolutely.
on tonight. Hope you enjoyed your life group chats in amongst this.
I hope so.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Enjoy the rest of your weeks going back into school. Always a challenge, but always opportunity to grow through our challenges, which is a good thing. Catch you guys next time.
Catch you later.
Bye.